Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman. We've got a quick one today, a 7-port USB hub from Amazon Basics. This is a powered hub, which means that you won't overload your computer's USB port when you start loading in a whole bunch of devices. We'll get to this and its performance here in just a second, but I do want to let you know in the interest of full disclosure that this came in free of charge through the Amazon Vine program. However, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. Nobody is paying for this review, and no one has reviewed or approved what you're about to see before it was uploaded. So let's take a closer look now at the hardware. This costs $30, and it includes the USB 3.0 plug here. If you have a newer USB Type-C computer, they have a version for that as well. All you do is plug in the cable into your computer. The other cable here goes into your power outlet, and then you can start connecting up devices. So right here I've got an external hard drive that will plug in. As you attach these devices here, they will light up green to let you know that the computer is recognizing them and the hub is providing power to it. On the top here is a port that's a different color. This is still a full-speed port, but if you have your computer off, it will charge a device through that port, which is why they changed the color of it. And I found the performance here to be pretty good. So let's take a look and see how this solid-state drive performs with this hub. All right, so we've got this solid-state drive now plugged into the hub, and we're running a speed test from Blackmagic on it right now, and I'm getting pretty much the same performance I had when this drive was directly connected to the computer that's running this test. So we're getting about 3.3 gigabits per second or so. So fairly close to the maximum throughput that you can get out of a USB 3 port. There's always some overhead here and whatnot. So generally, this seems to be working okay, and we're getting the kind of performance I would expect out of a USB 3 port. But it's important to note that you're sharing a cable here back to the computer, so you're not going to get 7 devices functioning at USB 3 speed simultaneously. They have to share the bandwidth because they are running over a single USB 3 connection back to the computer. But generally, you're not going to have any issues here transferring data back and forth or having a hard drive attached, for example, along with maybe a game controller and a mouse and keyboard, for example. So usually, you're not going to see any real problems here, and you're going to get the advantage of having all these other devices connected up. And as you can see here, we're plugging more stuff in. We're drawing no power from the computer at all, just using that power adapter, and we're good to go. Now, one note on the power adapter, it delivers 36 watts of power, which is enough to power 7 keyboards, for example, or 7 mice or whatever plugged into each of these ports. But what I would recommend you do is look at the power adapters that came with your USB devices, or check the specifications of those USB devices to see how much power they draw. Most USB devices draw 5 watts of power, and as such, there is enough power across these ports here to power them all. But if you have something, for example, like an iPad that draws 10 watts, you might overload the power budget here. Nothing dangerous is going to happen. It's not going to catch on fire or blow up your devices, but you may not be able to make use out of all of these ports if you plug in that many power-hungry devices into each of them. So if you are using a lot of 10-watt devices, you might need something with a larger power supply. But here, again, if you're just doing, a hard drive or two and some keyboards and mice and joysticks and that kind of stuff, I think you'll be okay with this one. But altogether, it's a pretty nice little powered hub from a known brand that will get all of your devices connected up to your computer conveniently, and you don't have to keep reaching around in the back to plug in things that you often are swapping in and out. And that's what I intend to do with this one. Until next time, this is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Bill Reiner, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.